गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अशुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्री गुरुदेव की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अशुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अशुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अशुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अशुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट महाभागवत श्री गोरक्षदास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ. Sorry, let me just, I need to focus. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupad Shrimad Bhakt Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupad Shrimad Srila Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Śrī Rūpa Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Balavatirtha Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Dait Madhav Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupad Srimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. All the associates of Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, and all the disciples and followers of those associates Ki Jai. Jai Srila Baladev Vijibhushan Prabhu Ki Jai. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Trai Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Gosai Pad Ki Jai. Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Raghunath Shard Gosai Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai. Namachay Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund Ki Jai. Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya Ki Jai. Shri Gopishwar Mahadev Ki Jai. Jai. Shri Jaya Akadashi Titi Ki Jai. Also, this Akadashi has two names. It's either Jaya Akadashi or Bhaimi Akadashi. Titi Ki Jai. Akadashi Titi Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai. I have written on my calendar, check if it's an appearance date of Srila Keshav Bharati. So I don't know. It might be. But Srila Keshav Bharati Ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. I also have written on my calendar that today is the beginning of Gopinath Gaudiya Math's 4-day festival at Ambika Kalna. Cool. Alright, let's do the Mangala Charan and then we'll begin. Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividito Gaudiya Gaura-vane Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Maya Varati Mingilo Daragatan Udritya Jiva Niman Krishna prema sudabdi gahana sukhang pradat prabhung tang bhaje. Vande bhakti vinodang Śrī Gaura-shakti swarupakam bhakti shastragya samrajang radha rasa sudha nidhim. Namo bhakti vinodaya satchidananda namine Gaura-shakti swarupaya Rūpa-nuga-varayate. Śrī Caitanya-manobhishtam sthapitam yena bhutale Svayam Rūpa kada mahyam dadati svapadantikam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vṛṣabhānu-sutā vitavamatanung Yamuna tatanagaranandasutam Murali kalagita vinoraparang Bhaja godrumakanana kunjavidum Smara gaura-gadadhara kelikalang Bhava gaura-gadadhara pakshachara Shrinu gaura-gadadhara charukathang Bhaja godrumakanana kunjavidum Tavaivasmi na jivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya devi tvang nayamang charanantikam. Bhaktya vihina aparada lakshay kshiptashcha kamadhitaranga madhe kripa mai tvam sharanam prapanna vrinde namaste charanaravindam. Bhaja Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams, dear devotees. Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Manjulali Didi, Amal Krishna Prabhu, Krishna Premavati Didi, Rukmini Didi, and one second, just checking. I see Madhubala Didi and Shripad Bhaktivedanta Sajan Maharaj, Raseshwari Mataji, Indira Mataji, and everybody else who's watching on YouTube and Facebook right now. And also pranams to all devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jai Dev Prabhu, Krishna Vallabha Didi, Ananda Pradayini Didi, Krishna Mai Didi, Anuradha Mataji, and Vrinda Didi. Dandavat pranams everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Today is the last day of our going through the songs filled with longing, the Lalasa songs. Today, Manjulali Didi is joining us, and she'll be taking us through Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Siddhi-lālasā songs, which is in, was published after Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's, as far as I know. Maybe it was published during Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's time, but I wasn't able to find where. But after Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's time, it was, after he entered Nitya Lila, it was published in the book Gita Mala, is the very last section of Gita Mala. And you'll see there are different groups of Lalasa songs. There is Shanta Dasya, what is it called? God, I don't know why. It's very, anyways, it's Shanta Dasya something Lalasa Kirtans. Those are the Yamuna Bhavavali songs. Then there's the Bhajan Lalasa songs. Those are the Upadeshamrita songs and the 4 songs to Gurudev and Ohe Vaishnav Thakur. And then there is the Siddhi-lālasā songs, which we're going through right now. And, of course, and then there's the Prarthana Lalasmai songs, which we went through the past couple days. Yeah, but then there's Siddhi-lālasā, which are these songs that we're going through right now. And then there's another section of songs called Siddhi-lālasā. And those songs are extremely high. And so I've never seen them published. The place where I found them was in Sajjan Toshini. I was going through Sajjan Toshini, all the issues, like all the pages, to try to find where were the first times Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur songs were published. And then I saw this whole section of songs called Siddhi-lālasā. And they are available on, like, translations for them are on bhaktivinodinstitute.org. But yeah, so Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote all these different sets of Lalasa songs, so now we kind of finally come to Siddhi-lālasā. And yeah, and then just side note, this isn't related to anything, but I just wanted to share some news here, some happy news from Sajjan Sevak Gaudiya Math here. Yesterday, when we had a big festival, tons of people came. Tons of people. And we were serving out prasad to everybody. And then right after the first serving, our cow Shamali, she gave birth to a beautiful girl calf. And Subal wanted to name her Mrudangamukhi. So that's her name, Mrudangamukhi. I wanted to show you all of you, like I wanted to bring my computer down and show all of you the calf, but Subal said not just now. I don't know why. She's perfectly healthy and everything's great, but he said not yet. So, all right. But yeah, just wanted to share that. I have photos on my computer also I can show you after. But all right, sorry for that aside. So Manjulali Didi, are you ready?
Yeah.
And also, you like if you, because we have 10 songs to get through. It's a lot. I mean, I'm not sure if you're probably not going to go through detail of all the songs because there's not even enough time for that. But if you went till 8:30, that's totally fine. It's up to you. So.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Amakyanatimirandasya yanam janam shalakaya chakshurum militam yena tasmai Śrī Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayaniti Namine Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhar Śrīvasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. My pranams to everyone. And so first of all, I'm offering my obeisances to my beloved Srila Gurudev Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupas Tatra Satra Shishimat Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and I'm begging for his causeless mercy. I'm offering my obeisances to all my Shiksha Gurus, to all our Rupanuga Guru Varga. Especially I offer my pranams to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and begging for the causeless mercy of all of them. And I offer my pranams to all the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Radha Krishna, and begging also for the causeless mercy. And finally, I offer my pranams to all Vaishnavis present, and that will hear after also my Dandavat pranam. And also I beg for your mercy. So today is a very special topic, but I personally don't feel qualified at all to speak about these prayers. But I heard from Vaishnavas many times, like, for us, this is a service, so I'll try to somehow serve little these so beautiful songs that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given us. And at least like that, this one day, this kind of aspiration can really come in our heart. So with that desire, I try to say something, even though really no qualification. So maybe you can put the songs. We'll come to. One thing here is like this eagerness, this lalasa, this hunkering. Actually, this is the most valuable thing in our life. This is the most valuable thing in our spiritual life. Wherever our heart, like is, there is where is our hungering. So we want our heart be in this hungering, the hungering for the mercy of Vaishnavas, of Guru, of Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, of Nam, Radha Krishna, of their service. And yeah, and especially every Vaishnava has a speciality, but like one speciality that is very clear of my Gurudev is that he somehow wanted to give us this. He wanted us to give this hunger, and many they didn't understand why he have done or say things, but actually it just was to give us this hankering very deep in our heart, because this is really the most valuable thing in our life. I remember one time I was reading Srila Bhakti Rakshak Goswami Maharaj, and he was saying, really, spiritual life is not difficult. We just need to want, but we don't want. So, and that strong wanting, this is really the most valuable thing. This is what will bring us to there. So, and here he's Siddhi-lālasā. He's begging for his like topmost aspiration. This is actually where our goal is. This is where we are looking, like where we want to go. Though I feel personally it's very far, but still we need to have very clear where we're going. We need to always keep nourishing this feeling little by little, little by little. One day will become our whole heart. But from somewhere we need to start. No? Srila Bhakti Maharaj used to say like, you have the drops of a tap, and then like after like maybe 6 months or something, you will have a mark in the stone, but it starts from the first drop. It's not like when the mark already came there, but it starts from the first drop. So somehow we need to start connecting. We need to start like but always with a mode of service. So the first song, so Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, here, it's very beautiful actually. Before starting, this is like his prayers for the service at the lotus feet of Radha Krishna, and especially for the service of Srimati Radhika. This is our highest aspiration. But where he's starting? In Navadvip, in the mercy of Mahaprabhu and in the mercy of Navadvip. And this is something very important. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Kabe Gaura-vane Suradhanitate. Kabe, this word we heard all this Lalasa part, this Kabe is so important. When that day will come. This is the expression of that hankering, of that eagerness, of that aspiration. So he's saying, when the Gaura-vane Suradhanitate. Suradhanitate means at the banks of Ganga Devi, there in the forest of Gaura, in Navadvip Dham. So here, one thing that is very, very, very important, whenever we are aspiring for the service of Radha Krishna, but we need the mercy of Mahaprabhu, we need the mercy of Navadvip Dham. Without the mercy of Navadvip Dham and Mahaprabhu and their associates, we cannot even aspire to enter in what is Braj Ras. So here, it's very beautiful how Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he's bringing us from there till like the topmost. So, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur himself also in Navadvip Mahatmya, at the end, after Srila Nityananda Prabhu took Jiva Goswami everywhere, at the end, he has, when he said like, now it's time for you to go to Vrindavan. And Srila Jiva Goswami didn't want to go. He wanted to stay with Nityananda Prabhu, who would want to go from his association. And then he told him, like, you told me that Vrindavan and Navadvip, they are non-different. So what is, if like there is no difference, then what is the need for me to go to Vrindavan? I'm already in Vrindavan somehow, I'm in Navadvip. But then Nityananda Prabhu told him, I'll tell you one truth that is very, very special. Actually, this is a whole thing one can go, but I only mentioned 2 verses from there that are like very, very, very important. So they say Vrindavana Dham Rasera Adhar, say Rasana Paya Jara Nahi Adhikar. So Braj, it's a place that is like where there is so much ras. There is this Braj ras. This is the wealth of Braj, all these beautiful relationships and all this love and all this like the kind of love and devotion that is there. This is the nectar of Braj. And then, but it says, Rasa na paya jara nahi adhikar. If we have no qualification, we cannot touch that ras. It doesn't matter what we try to do, but without qualification, we cannot. And that qualification is like topmost qualification, so it's not an easy thing to get. But then Nityananda Prabhu said, Kripa Kori said Ham, Navadipa Hoy, Hettarasa Adhikare, Jiva Upajoy. So he's saying like, but that Vrindavan Dham is so merciful that takes that form as Navadip. Navadip is actually the merciful form of Vrindavan, of Braj, to make us qualify. No, say, then Heta Rasa Adhikara, to become qualified for this Ras, Vrindavan takes the form of Navadip. So first of all, for our like topmost aspiration, we need to take shelter of Navadip. We need the mercy of Navadip. Without the mercy of Navadip, we cannot get the mercy of Vrindavan. We cannot get the mercy of Braj. So then here is like a very beautiful First, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is there. It's like there at the banks of Ganga, in the forest of. The voice is not so good. The sound is okay.
It's okay for me. Yeah, it's clear for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so he's starting there, Kabe. When I will be there in the forest in Navadip Dham at the banks of Ganga, and then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Ha Radhe, Ha Krishna Bole. I will be singing, Ha Radhe, Ha Krishna. I will be hunkering for them. Because actually they are not separate. Like when one is in Navadip, one is remembering Radha and Krishna. One is in Vrindavan, one is remembering Mahaprabhu. It's like they're always connected. So I will be there, but how I will be singing? This is something, because actually for us, Nam is the most powerful thing. We need to call out from the core of our heart. So here is expressing how we are calling out. Is, Kandiya Verabo. I will be wandering there in all this Navadip. Kandiya. Kandiya means like crying. And this crying is a expression also like we want this so much that it's like full of tears. Our heart is melting. And in that kind of Vyakula, there is this word that I remember Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj says. Why? I wish I wrote it exactly what he said, but it was something like all the maths, everything is just for us to develop that Vyakula, that kind of like a desperation. I really need this. I really want this. I don't want anything else. This is Lalasa. When we have like I cannot live with this. I don't have desire for anything else. The only thing in my life, my everything only depends on this, So this kind of crying, he's wandering there in Navadip. And then he's saying something very important. They had Sukha Chari. They have Sukha Charya. So giving up all the happiness of this body. So we are speaking about this Siddhi-lālasā, but to enter to the level to actually hanker for this Siddhi-lālasā, I need to give up all the thing trying to give happiness to this body. And this, if we want to put it in very simple words, we need to give up this bhogavriti. With bhogavriti, like with this tendency to enjoy, we cannot touch that. That's something that is so pure that with a mood of enjoyment, we'll just make it like fully spoiled. We need to have a mood of service. So Deha Sukha Charya means I will give up all my mood of enjoyment, trying to do things like because even if we have a mood of enjoyment, even the spiritual things we will try to enjoy. We will try to enjoy Nam, we will try to enjoy Vaishnavas, we will try to enjoy Kirtan instead of serving them, instead of doing them. Because Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, very mercifully, he says so simple, no? Atmendriya Priti Bancha, Tare Bole Kam, no? Like when I'm doing things for the happiness of my senses, no, this is calm. This is just like last material desire, no, and then but Krishnendriya Priti Icha Dhare Premana. So, but when I'm doing things for Krishna's happiness, this is prem, this is bhakti. So everything that I'm doing, like I'm not doing for my happiness. He's saying Deha Sukachari. I'm like giving up this. I'm doing it for the Lord. I'm doing it for the happiness of Mahaprabhu, of Srimati Radhika, of Radha and Krishna, of Sri Guru. This mood, until we have this mood of like a service, there, if there is still this tendency in our heart to enjoy, we cannot aspire really. We can aspire externally, but it's not really an aspiration. But here, so in these so elevated songs at the beginning, he's saying things that are very important. Deha Sukha Charya, like we need to fully give up this mood of enjoyment. And then, so Nana Latata Rutale, no, I will be wandering here in all these forests of Navadip, there, where there is like different Nana, like different types of trees, no, latas, creepers, tarus, trees, no, and I will just be going here and there. So here, one thing that is very, very important, it's about this Kabe, like when. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Goswami Maharaj says something that is very, very, very important. So like, how can we develop this lalasa? I can think like, oh, okay, I will chant, I don't know, 5 lakhs of nam, and I will do this, I will that. But if I think that by my own effort, I can bring that eagerness, I will just like never get it. From where can I develop this lalasa? So he says, with the contact of sadhu and with the help of the scriptures, we can try to increase this inner feeling, this inner demand. So he says, the source of real eagerness is from the real sadhu. So if we actually want to develop this eagerness in our heart, this is only coming from real sadhu, from real sadhu sangha. And not just need to be real sadhu, but we need to be also going in a proper way in sadhu sangha. It's not that I'm going to enjoy the Vaishnava or I'm trying to challenge the Vaishnava or try, like Krishna himself tells to Arjuna, no, Pranipatana Pariprasnana Sevaya, this mood of service and with surrender. And when there is sevamukha and there is surrender, then like we can properly inquire, we can properly take from Vaishnava what they want to give. So, and this lalasa can only come from Vaishnava. We need to have this very clear in our heart. If we want to develop this eagerness, we need to associate with our Guru Varga, and how can we associate with them? Also associating with their songs, with their conceptions, with their teachings. This is the way, because actually, I don't remember where I read it. I think it was Parang Gurudev, but he said like, you have two options. It's not that you can be in the middle association, or you're in good association or you're in bad association. It's like all the time, it's just one side or the other. It's not a middle way. So we need to be all the time in sadhu sangha. Because the moment I'm not in sadhu sangha, I'm in a satsanga. I'm in association with my mind, with my who knows what. So we need to make our life in such a way that we're always in sadhu sangha. But we cannot be physically always with the sadhu. And also being physically with the sadhu doesn't mean necessarily that we are in sadhu sangha. But we need to always associate with the conceptions of our Guru Varga. We need to think, we need to act, we need to live in such a way that we are fully connected with their conceptions, with their aspirations, with their instructions, with their ideals that they are giving us. In the way we can connect with this, in that way we are associating with them. And in that association, when we are somehow serving them, when they see our sincerity, when they see this seven mukh, this tendency to serve, they will give this mood, they will give this inspiration. This is their mercy. Only when their mercy is there, we will be able to really hunker from core of our heart. We'll be able to be like like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Ha Radhe, Ha Krishna, like from core of the heart. So, and yeah. But while I think that I can bring it by my own capacity, then I will stay very far. So you can go, sorry. this first verse is so important. So actually this first song is setting up all the, like for us to be able to enter to the Siddhi-lālasā. So this first song, it's very, very important. So here in the second verse, it's saying, Swapacha grihete, magiya kaivo. So he's saying Swapacha grihete. And we know Swapacha means actually a dog eater, someone who's like they eat even the flesh of dogs. So this is actually considered like very low. It's out of case. It's something that is even untouchable. I don't know if I pronounce properly. So but then he's saying, I will go to the houses of those who are Swapacha. And it's like, why Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying something like this? No? And he said, but here we need to understand is they are Dhambasis, no? Dhambasis, they are not ordinary. Like doesn't matter have like real Dhambasis, no real Dhambasis, they are extremely pure. No, externally what like no, we have Srila Haridas Thakur, no? He came in a family of Muslim, but he's Nam Acharya. He's the Acharya of Nam, topmost. No? So when we are considering about devotion, about really from where they are, how they are. Doesn't really matter. So here saying, even to the houses of Saochas, I will go there. And then Magi Akaibo, this mood, it's like very, very, very important. We need to be in a way that I'm a beggar. I'm like, this is the mood of a servant. The mood of enjoyer is like, I control, I have. But the mood of a servant is, I'm a beggar. You know, we need to depend in the Lord. We need to depend in the mercy of the Dham. We need to depend in the mercy of the Dham Basis, you know. So I'm a beggar. I will go just begging everywhere. And I will eat whatever the Lord arranged for me. You know, and this we've seen in the life of all our acharyas, like Srila Rūpa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, and all of them, even like the time we heard like how Parang Gurudev will go and beg like one coin, you know, for the temple. And this is like this mood of being the beggar. This is the mood we need to develop. This is very, because also in this mood of begging, there is this mood of humility. For us, by begging in one way is also giving our pride that I'm something, you know, I'm nothing. I'm just a beggar. I'm like nothing, you know. And then, but also it's like this mood of like, I will be fully happy with whatever the Lord arranged for me. You know, I like not expecting like, oh, this come or no, like just whatever my Lord arranged for me, this is the best for me. And I'm just so Magi Akahibo. I will just be there in the dam, but how I live like a beggar, like a begging the mercy of my Lord, begging the mercy of my Nam, of the Dham, of Dambasis, you know, and depending of whatever they wish for me. You know? And then Pivo Sarasvati Jal also is like a living such a simple way, you know, like, and then if I need to drink water, what I will do, I will just go to Sarasvati, like this Jalang, you know, and then I will drink just this water. And I'm just depending of in such a simple way. In spiritual life, if we want to aspire for this, such a high thing, we need to become simple. And it's very difficult in this world nowadays when the Kali, it's been so strong that it's making us everything in such a way that they creating so many needs for us. I need this, I need that, I need that. You know? But this is actually like we need to live in such a simple way, where I'm only depending what the Lord arranged for me, and then my only thing is how can I develop this mood? Only when we can live with this mood of being a beggar and very simple and just like searching for that mercy of the sadhu, for that hungering from them, then these moods one day can come in our heart. So Puline Gada Divo. So I will go by this on the Puline in the river banks, no, and then Gada Divo. I will be rolling on the ground, and this rolling on the ground means like he's in ecstasy. No, he's full of like so much joy and so much like eagerness that is like just like rolling in the ground, full of relishing this nectar, and and that's the thing also, like becoming a beggar and hungering, this is something blissful, it's something beautiful. It's not like something, oh no, like like in a very tamasic way of lamenting, like no, it's something blissful. He's like full of eagerness and full of so much enthusiasm and so much like a strong desire, you know. It's something very beautiful. So Kori Krishna Kolohal. And then what I will be doing, I will, Kolohal means like very loudly. I will just be calling out the names of Krishna, no? Very loudly. Hey, Krishna, Hare Krishna, from core of the heart, you know. So you can just come up. Only when we can be like this, that kind of aspiration that he will open in the next songs, it's possible, you know. So here is saying, Dhamma vasi jane, pranate koriyo, maghivo kriparalesh. And this should be also our mood. I'm going there to the Dhambasis. And pranati koriyo means like in one way I'm offering obeisances, but also I'm taking shelter of them. Pranati. No, like, and surrender is something so powerful. No, surrender is what is opening that doors to that mood of service. Only when we will have this mood of surrender, then the possibility of a mood of service can come there. When there is no surrender, then this bhagavriti is to the to the top mode. No? But when we have surrender, then this mood of service can come. So without surrender, this mood of service cannot come. So then he's saying, Dhamma Basi Jane Pranati Kori. I will like take shelter of these Dhambasis, you know, of the sadhus, because really our Dhambasis, Guru Varga, they are really residents of the Dham. No? And Magiyo Kriparalesh, I will beg them for less, means like little, just like a drop of their mercy. Even like if they can give it just one drop of their mercy is enough to no. So this is our way. We want the topmost aspiration, but we need to be with this moon. I will be taking shelter and begging, please just give me little of your mercy. I depend of your mercy. Your mercy is there, this mood of this eagerness. And even what to speak of achieving this, even just wanting to achieve this cannot come, without their mercy. So we need to have this mood. Magi Bokri Paralesh. No? So Vaishnava Charana Renu Gayamaki, so with the dust of the lotus feet of Vaishnavas, that is something so powerful. Even they say, like there is three things that are so powerful in our spiritual life: the dust of the lotus feet of Vaishnavas, the water that has washed their feet, and the remnants. The remnants also in the form of their kata is the most powerful. But also the dust of the lotus feet, it doesn't mean only necessarily the dust, but it's also all their conceptions and all the, because what is there when we hear, I remember one time Guru explaining, like in the dust of the dam, he's speaking about Braj, he say all the moods they have, all the eagerness, all their conceptions, everything is in this dust. So if I put full, I mean, they are fully like full, they are so eager, so even little, if I put myself, then that eagerness can also come to me, like we hear how in the Sat Goswami Ashtakam, they say, He Radhe Braja Devi Ke Chalalite. We hear how all the Goswamis, they were going one place another, searching, oh Radhe, oh Krishna, where are you? Where are you? How can I find you? How can I serve you? And all this mood is in their dust. This is their dust. The dust is full of that. So when I will make myself all full of this dust, all my being, and then Dhori Abadutavesh, I will be just like a dressing like an avadut, And here in Avad, I think it's like, because also in the sense that I will feel all dusty. I don't care how people will see me. Like someone who's Abadut is beyond all conventions. Like, so, and then there is one verse in Srimad Bhagavatam that is very beautiful. It explains how like, when someone who is in so much with love, like sometimes they're laughing, sometimes they're crying, sometimes and then they don't care what people think. They just like, because they're so blissful, they forget about their identity. This kind of, when we will be hankering so strongly, we will not care about anything else. What people think, what society is there, what, like nothing will have importance. The only thing is like, how can I get that? So Dhori Abadutavish. So you can come up. I think I need to start a little more fast. Sorry. So Gora Braja Jane Beda Nade Kivo, Hoivo Bara Javasi. And here is saying something very beautiful. When I will be able to see that the residents of Braj and the residents of Gora, Gora and Braja Jan, Beda Nade Kivo, I will see no difference in them. But this is not just like, oh, I mentally or logically. By their mercy, they will reveal, they will be able to actually realize they are non-different, And then when I will be able to realize that the Gaura-vasis and the Brajavasis are non-different, then Hoivo Varajavasi, I will become actually a resident of Braj, And then Damera Swarupa Spuri Vinayan. So this real Swarup of the Dam will reveal to my eyes. Now we see just the covering of Maya, but one day when we have the proper mood, we have this mood of a beggar, we are begging for the mercy of Vaishnavas, we are bathing in the dust, and we are crying and so lovely, singing like, Hey Radhe, Hey Krishna, and taking shelter of the Dam, Then the Dam will be so merciful that to our eyes he'll show his real form, And then Hoivo Radharadasi. And then after we have all this, we can actually become a servant of Srimati Radhika. And then this is now he's like all this first song is actually very essential, because this song is opening everything else. Like so all these Siddhi-lālasā prayers of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he's praying for that. He's praying Radharadasi, I want to become a servant of Srimati Radhika. And here yeah, it's very beautiful. We were hearing last time when we've seen the Radhastak, Srila Bhakti Rakshakshya Goswami Maharaj, how he's praised like that actually everything, all Srimad Bhagavatam, everything is just for us, for this, for Radha Dasyam, everything is just to nourish this. So this is our highest aspiration, but also because it's the highest jewel and it's the highest thing, we need to take it in the same way, like the most precious and more valuable thing, you know. So you can come to the next song. Okay. So Dekhite Dekhite, and one thing here is all these songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they are somehow connected. They are like one taking, like it's like very beautiful. There's a flow between all the songs. So he's saying Dekhite Dekhite. No, we just heard like this Dham will give us this darshan when in our eyes, but then now he's saying Dekhite Dekhite, seeing all these beautiful swarup of the Dham. Bulibo Bakabe. Then he's saying again now he's praying when no I will forget what I will forget Nijas Tula Parichai. And then, so this Nija Stula Parichai here is again like very important. Like when I will forget about my bodily conception, we are so much like conscious about our body and so much in this bodily conception. We are doing everything from this platform. But when by the mercy of the Dham and by the mercy of Nam and mercy of Vaishnavas, we will be so much absorbed. No? We will be actually being able to see, then we will forget about this body fully. No? All the attachment to this body, all the attachment to everything that is related to this body, everything will go. But we need to understand also that only when we will be like this, Nijas Tula Parichai, is that we will be able to actually enter in this Siddhi-lālasā. This Siddhi-lālasā again is not something cheap. Only when I have this fully forgetting, fully giving up this bodily conception, I'm fully established, I'm a servant of my Lord, then I can enter in that kind of aspiration. So he's saying, Nayane Heribo, with my eyes, I will be Nayane, no? Heribo, I will be able to see. And what I will be to see, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was there in Navadip, but now suddenly he's been able to Brajapura Shobha, this beauty, no, of this Brajapur of Braj. And here is something that I think is like also very important. Seeing Braj is not just seeing, Braj is very beautiful, but in this world we can see very much beauty. Like if you see a forest, like a beautiful trees and beautiful, you know, but the beauty of Braj is something higher than that. Like, and this is something that is very, very important also to understand. No? What is the beauty of Braj? That Braj is made of love. You know, everything there, all the trees, all the creepers, all the deers and the peacocks, parrots, everyone is like, everything they're doing is just an expression of their love for Krishna, for Radha Krishna. Everything they're doing is just for the service of them. So it's not just like a beautiful thing that we see, like beautiful scene to the eyes. No, it's a place where like everything, it's for the service of the Lord. That's why like I think when Mahaprabhu revealed this mood like very strongly when he was there in the Ratra Yatra, when that mood when Srimati Radhika is going and meeting with Krishna in Kurukshetra, and he said like, oh, I am the same person, and you are the same person, but I cannot feel same, you know, because we are not in Vrindavan. So come and sit in the chariot of my heart and let's go back to Vrindavan. So Vrindavan is not just a beauty that it's external, it's a beauty of like how everything there is an expression of love. So when like by the mercy of all them, the Dham will reveal this, how this place is like a place of service. Totally, like not just service, but topmost kind of service. But everything is just for the happiness of the Lord. All the Vrajavasis, their life, everything is just how to please Krishna. So you can come. Sorry. So no, I'm sorry. I think I missed when Nitya Chiranandamaya. No, then I will be able to see this Dham that is completely Nitya eternal and Chir Anandamaya, full of this bliss and then this transcendental knowledge. So you can come up. Sorry. So I think now I'll see answer. Okay. So from here now I'll just only touch that, like we will not go deep. I really wanted to give little more emphasis to this beginning, but like I said, this is so high prayer. So here now we'll just see more kind of like the meaning. So then he's praying and like Vṛṣabhānu-pure Janamaloiva. Then I will take birth in this village of Vṛṣabhānu Maharaj. No? And in Javate Vivaha Have, then I will get married in Javat. And here is something important. We are actually what in our aspiration is inside Parakya Bhav. This is something that Srila Rūpa Goswami gave, Srila Mahaprabhu gave. And then, yeah, this we are wanting somehow Javatavi have. And in Braja Gopi Bhav, Hoive Swabhav. This bhav that the Braja Gopis have, this will become my Swabhav, my nature. No, that my everything will be just like that mood of service they have with their everything, with their life, like everything they do in everything is just for Krishna's happiness. This kind of mood I will have in my heart, fully selfless, like fully service to the topmost limit. No, Ana Bhavana Rahivi, and I will keep no any other mood. Like the only thing that will stay in my heart is only this mood of the Braja Gopis. So you can keep up. So here is saying Nija Siddha Deha, Nija Siddha Nam, Nija Rūpa Swavasan. So Radha Kripa Bole La Vivo Kabe. When, no, Kabe, when La Vivo means like I will get Radha Kripa Bole by the mercy of Srimati Radhika. Very important. Only by her mercy, then we will be able to get what? Nija Siddha Deha, my transcendental body. Nija Siddhana, my transcendental name. No, Nija Rupa Swavasan, like what is my form? What, and all our attributes there is described there, like what is our dressing and what is our service, and what all these things will be revealed only by the mercy of Srimati Radhika. And the mercy of her will come through the mercy of those whose heart and everything is her. So, and here is saying Krishna Prema Prakaran. So here the word Prakaran actually like here saying the true initiation, but also means like I will have everything, all the components, everything that I need to be able to actually Krishna Prem, like to. So then here is something very important. When we we want to aspire for the service of Radha and Krishna, and it's not something that I can imitate, something that I can speculate, something we need to go through the proper process. No, like our Guru Varga has given a proper process. One day, one life, we will come qualified to enter in this. But without this Nija Siddha Deha, Nija Siddha Nam, Nija Rupa Swavasan, I cannot pretend that I'm serving Radha and Krishna like in a very deeply way. You know, if I have no realization of this, it's really by the mercy of Srimati Radhika. Even if I think that I'm there, but I'm just it's like you have a bottle of honey and you're just licking the outside part, thinking that you're relishing that ras, you know, but that ras, like without, and we will be able to get all these Nija Siddha Deha, Nija Siddha Nam when we get the mercy of Srimati Radhika. And for that, we need the mercy of the Dham, we need the mercy of Nam, we need the mercy of Vaishnavas. And then, so only with that transcendental body and all that transcendental attributes, we will be able to actually serve in that platform of Krishna prayer. And then this is what he's praying after, so we need to be careful. This is not a cheap thing. It's not really a cheap thing. So you can go next. So Yamuna Salila Aharanegiya Bujiva Yugalara. So then when I will go there at the, at the Yamuna, and then I will be there when I will get there to the banks of Yamunaji, and then Bujivo Yugaras, I will be able to understand what is the love of Radha Krishna. What is this? No, because this is also that love is, it's the most pure, the most pristine thing. Everything in the creation, everything is coming and moving just only because of it. So this is the most pure and most valuable thing that exists. But by their mercy, I will be able to actually understand what is their love. And then like we've seen that before also, only when Srila Naratanda Thakur saying, Rūpa Raghunatha Pade, Hoive Akutika Vehama Bhuja Gose Jugala Piriti. We'll be able to understand this only when we have the mercy of Srila Rūpa Goswami, Srila Raghunath Goswami. And then, but for us to get the mercy of Srila Rūpa Goswami, Raghunath Goswami, we need the mercy first of our own Guru and all our Guru Varga. No? By their mercy, we'll be able one day to actually understand. And then say Prema Mugdha Hoye. I will be so much overwhelmed with Prem. And then so much overwhelmed of Prem that I will be Pagalini Praya, like I will look like a crazy person, like fully in so much ecstasy, like crying and screaming and and then Gaivo Radharayas. And in that state of like so much ecstasy, what I would be doing, I would be singing the glory of the love of Srimati Radhika. Like we were seeing when we'd seen the Radhasak, her love and what she means is something so valuable, no? So she's the Sarvasva, the everything for Krishna. So when I will be like this, singing like a crazy person, I will just be there in the banks of Yamunaji, singing the glories of Srimati Radhika. So now the third song, we can go next. So, Heno, Kāle, Kābe.
Sorry, just one thing. I this is not totally related, but this weird the for Dekhite Dekhite, we translated this verse differently, and so I'm like now getting concerned, like, oh my god, did it not make it into the book that went to the printers? But I remember when I was going through this, the sense of Dekhite Dekhite, like here it says when before my sight, but the sense I got from it was like before I even know it, like anyways, I'll have to try to find the like what I did and how. Anyway, I just sorry, it's not really
I
related.
think though, Malika, I think like every
Yeah.
single verse always have different kind of levels of meanings. There's no
Yes.
like only one way you can understand it. So I think it's like everything always like can. So I think it's not big.
Okay.
Anyhow, we are seeing now they're all connected, so that's why I explain it that way. So here he's saying that, so the next song he say, Heno, Kāle, Kābe, like when will that day come again? When? So here is going deeper and deeper and deeper. So I feel less and less qualified, but I'm sorry, I really not qualified to touch this, but still I will try to serve this song. So he say, Heno, Kāle, Kābe, like when that day will come, that time will be there, that Bilasa Mañjarī, Ananga Mañjarī are like then now the mercy of not just our Guru Varga, but now like the Mañjarī, Bilasa Mañjarī will be there, and Ananga Mañjarī, the both of them. Amare Heriya Ati Kripa Kori, because here we already heard in this Dekhite Dekhite, he already has achieved his eternal form, like Nija Siddha Deha, Nija Siddhanam. So it already there is established like a Mañjarī, and here now it's already there in the past times, and Bilasa Mañjarī is coming and giving mercy, and Ananga Mañjarī says, and Amare Heriya, when they will see me, Ati Kripa Kori, Ati Kripa, they will give me. Ati means like so much mercy to me. And then what is this big mercy that they will give to me? So then Valiya Vachanasar, they will say these words that are like so much essential, like this essence of all words. I like that. So he said, eso, Saki, come, friend, come, our friend. No, eso, Saki. Sri Lalita Gan, Janiva Tomara Ach. Now we know that you are in the group of Lalita Saki, So, and as Griha Katachari, you should give up all talks about family life, like everything. But here is not, we are now speaking not a conditioned jiva, and here is like because she already married in Yavat and this, so give up all these things, and then you should like Radha Krishna Vaja, you should be constantly serving Radha Krishna and Tyajiya Dharamalaj. And this line is like the glory of the gopis. For a woman, the most valuable thing they have is their laj, their shame, and then being how you say this word in English, it's like a very valuable woman that is like very shy, So, and then, but here saying like you should serve Radha Krishna, giving up even your dharma and your your shame and your everything, And this is the mood the gopis, they give up everything for the happiness of Radha Krishna, everything, even the dharma, even Laja, they give everything for the service of the Lord, of Radha Krishna. So, Madhuravani, when I will hear this voice of Vilasa Mañjarī and Anga Mañjarī that are so sweet, Suniya Ejana, Sedhu Harasichayane, the lotus feet of both of them, I'll just like Asray Loive, I will take shelter. And even in that transcendental world, this mood of surrender is so valuable. So I will take shelter at the lotus feet, and Duho Kripa Kori, then both of them will give me their mercy. Loivo Lalita Stani, they will take me to the place of Lalita. Now they just say like you're in the group of Lalitas and we're taking you to Lalita. And because without Lalita we cannot get the service of Srimati Radhika. So then here saying Lalita Sundari, Sadaya Hoya. So then when they brought me there now to the place of Lalita, then Lalita, Sadaya Hoya, she's been like, she will be so compassionate, so merciful to me. And how she will be merciful with me, which kind of mercy she will give? Koribe Amaredasi, she will make me a servant, a maid servant. No? So Kunja Kuṭīre, in her own kunja, Divena Vasanti, she will allow me to stay there in the place of her, Jani Seva Avilasa. Why? Why she will allow me to stay with her? Because she knows that I'm Seva Avilasa. I have so much Avilas, so much desire, very strong desire to serve Srimati Radhika. Because she knows this, then say, okay, you stay here with me, So then you can come, and then the next song comes. Now all these songs, they're all connected. It's really beautiful, all the flow that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given us.
I was just thinking, also what's Yam Kamapi Vajakule Vṛṣabhānu-jaya Priksha Sapaksha Paravam
Yeah.
Anubhutanam,
It's
right?
exactly that word. Yeah. Srila Rūpa Goswami says there in the Lalita Ashtaka, no? And Gurudev used to say this is like this is our, like when Lalita Devi is going here and there, and when she sees any girl that somehow she's inclined to serve Srimati Radhika, if she somehow gives mercy and she brings to Srimati Radhika will accept it. There is no doubt. So if somehow we get the mercy of Lalita, then the service of Srimati Radhika is there for sure. There's no doubt. And that's why Gurudev used to say, like, for us in the Dham, like Lalita Devi, Vishaka, and Govardhan, like their mercy, Brinda Devi, it's like essential for us. And Srila Rupa Goswami gave so beautiful prayers there. So now here he continued. Now Lalita Devi, somehow she accepted me, she's keeping me there, she's giving such a mercy that's making me like a maid servant. Means like she's giving this mood properly, how can I serve? Because servant is someone who knows the heart of the object of my service, and I'm doing everything in such a way that I'm fully pleasing them, So then Lalita will let me know not just like how to do things, but how to serve, how to please Srimati Radhika. So then they Pālya-dāsī Kari, Lalita Sundari, Amare Laiva Kāve. So after she has making me a Pālya-dāsī, a maid servant of Srimati Radhika, then what Lalita Sundari will do? Amare Laiva Kāve. When she then will take me, and where she will take me, Śrī Radhika Pade. Kāle Milaive, Agya Seva Samarpive. She will bring me there at the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. And then Agya Seva, not just like she will engage me in service, but under her agya, her instruction, under and everything is under guidance. We are not flying in the sky. Everything, even the transcendental, everything is in a mood of like always being under guidance. And being under guidance is something so beautiful. So then when Lalita Saki will be so merciful with us, so pleased with us, then she will take us there at the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika and will offer us there, and Srimati Radhika cannot say anything, she will just accept us. So you can continue. So then this is also very, 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 very beautiful verse. No, when we are coming there, then Śrī Rūpa Mañjarī Sange Jave Kabe Rasa Seva Shiksha Tare. So when I will go in the Sangha, I'll go in the association of Śrīla Rūpa Mañjarī. No, when and they will come then after, and then there again under the guidance of Śrī Rūpa Mañjarī, Rasa Seva Shiksha Tare. She will teach me how to serve, but now he's saying even more like ras. I will serve like in such a way that is like so full of ras. Srila Gurudev used to say like when the Mañjaris they're serving, they're making Srimati Radhika remember Krishna. They're making everything is like full of this ras. They're making her like just her love and her mood of like always nourishing this and increasing it. So rasa seva shiksha tare. Tadanuga Hoye, under her guidance of Rupa Mañjarī, Radha Kunda Tate there at the banks of Radha Kunda. Hoibo Harsitantare. I will remain there at the banks of Radha Kunda. How? Harsitantare, like very happily from inside, like so blissful now. I achieved what like the most beautiful. Imagine like in Radha Kunda there under the guidance of Rupa Mañjarī, being accepted by Lalita and being offered to the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, what else we can be? So fully blissful. So and then because also it's not just like we get the mercy of everyone. No? He says, Shri Vishaka Pade Shangita Shikiva. Then I will come at the feet of Vishaka Devi, and Vishaka Devi, what she will teach me, Sangita Sikhiwa. She will teach me how to sing in a way that is so beautiful, you know. Krishna Lila Rasamoy. I will sing about these beautiful pastimes of Radha Krishna that are full of ras. And I will sing in such a way that gives so much happiness to the ears of Radha Krishna, that somehow stimulates so much of their own loving relationship. So then when that day will come. No? And then he continues, say, not just the mercy of Lalita and the mercy of Rūpa Mañjarī and the mercy of Vishaka Devi, but also the mercy of all the other Mañjarīs. No? They say, when Rati Mañjarī and then Rasa Mañjarī, Hoive Sabit Sadoy, like all of them, they will be sad, they will become doya, no? They will, with mercy, no? They will be so compassionate, so merciful to me. They all of them, they will teach me how to serve. They will somehow engage me in service of Srimati Radhika. Then I will be so blissful. So you can continue. So then Parama Ananda, with supreme happiness, Sakale Miliva, all of us, all the Sakis, all the Manjaris, they will all together, where? Radhika Chara Nirao. They will be there all together at the feet of Srimati Radhika. No? Parakasta. Parakasta is like when all this topmost perfection, no? Parakasta Siddhi, no? When this topmost perfection, Kabe Have, when I will have this. This is our aspiration, but again, we need to remember the first song. Without all the requisite of the first song, it's like only if we try just to jump to this, it's like we will be just leaking the outside part of a bottle of honey, but never even knowing what is that nectar at all, and just pretending and thinking that we are there. But then they say Pavorada Padasava. Then the sava is like that honey, that nectar of the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. I will be able to drink that. And what is this? I will be able to serve her fully, finally, like so much, everything is just that day, like I will be able to directly serve in her. So yeah, continue to the next song. So now we were already there with Sri Rūpa Mañjarī there at Radha Kunda. We're staying there. We got the mercy of, somehow we are praying for that mercy of Vishaka Devi and all the Mañjarīs, and they're all together, all so blissful, and then serving their Srimati Radhika. And then here now, we say, no, Cintāmaṇi-maya Radha Kunda Tata Tahe Kunja Satashat. So here is saying, how is this Radha Kunda? The banks of this Radha Kunda are Chinmay, like they're full of this Cintāmaṇi. They're full of these Cintāmaṇi desire-fulfilling gems. And not only that, Tahe Kunda Sata Sata, there is hundreds, Sata is 100, no? Hundreds of kunjas there. It's not like we cannot even imagine how, like, because also the dam expands and then contracts, and whatever is needed there for the happiness of Radha, everything is there. And I really like when Srila Rupa Goswami, being so merciful in Upadeshamrita, he's opening us that actually Radhakunda is the highest place. No? And Srila Gurudev one time he explains, no, that because Rupa Goswami himself, Srila Rupa Goswami himself says, Prema Amrita Plavana. No? Why Radhakunda is the topmost place? Because there's an inundation of Prem, like there is of the nectar of Prem. No? And Srila Gurudev says something very beautiful. It says like in Vrindavan, there is many beautiful pastimes, but still like that love somehow is content, like it's contained. But then in Govardhan, even there is like much more deeper pastimes, but still that love is somehow like, but when you come to Radhakunda, those pastimes, those exchanges, so everything is so much that Prem just overflow and goes everywhere. And this Prem becomes so strong, you know, this flood of Prem is so much, then it makes Krishna dance, it makes Srimati Radhika dance, it makes everyone dance, and Prem itself is dancing there. Why Radhakunda is so valuable? Because there is Prem who is directing everything and making everyone dance. So when I will be there, and in that Radhakunda, there is like all the things for the service, everything is present there. No? So there's like these hundreds of kunjas. And then Pravala Vidrum, I never pronounce. So Pravala Vidrum, Maya Tarulata Mukta Fale Avanata. So then in this, I'm sorry. So all these, there will be there like all these very beautiful trees and creepers, and then all these trees and creepers, they all like so like they have these fruits there, but these fruits here are like mukta, like pearls, and then they're so heavy that all these trees they're like it looks like they are bending. If you go there to Nidwan or Sevakunj, all the trees are bending, you know. It's even like it's very beautiful. Even whatever tree comes again there, the shops, everything, they all like bending, you know. And then they all serving, they're all in ecstasy, they all with so much prayer. So Swananda Sukala, Kunja Manohara, Tahate Kutira Shove. Then here is like going deeper and deeper. There in Radhakund, there is one specific place, this Swananda Sukhadano, the place of Ananga Mañjarī, and then Kunja Manohara, they're in like a very Manohar steals the mind. It's so beautiful, so enchanting, like in middle of that Kunja, Tahate Kutira Shove, in that like very beautiful kutir. Boshiya Tata, I will sit there, no. And then what I will be doing, Gabo Krishnanam. Actually, the chanting of Krishna's name is not just that we are doing here. It's like in Braj, everyone is chanting. Even like there is this song of Chandidas where she is expressing the mood of Srimati Radhika. She's saying like, who make me hear this now? I cannot stop singing this name. There, everyone is relishing this nectar of Krishna's name. So I say, when I will be there, and I will sing in Krishna's name. This chanting the name of the Lord will be for us forever. And then Kabe Gaura-vane, and how will be singing this name of Krishna with very strong desire when I will be able to serve Krishna, attain the service of Krishna. But we want to attain the service of Krishna, not something that is independent. Everything is fully under the guidance of Srimati Radhika. And why we want to serve Krishna, this Srila Raghunath Goswami himself expresses. It's like because he is so dear to Srimati Radhika, and because Srimati Radhika is everything for me, so I know that the best way to please her is by pleasing him. Because if he's pleased, then she's so pleaseful, because for her, he's the most dear thing to her heart. So it's like because he is the beloved of Srimati Radhika, that's why I want to serve him. And so then at that time when I will be there in this Kunja Kuṭīre, and I will be just like very deeply singing the name of Krishna, like with so strong desire to serve him, then Emona Samay, then that moment what will happen? Murali Gan, the sound of the flute. And this Murali, I actually seen like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he uses this Murali when he speaks about, like we saw in this Satakoti Gopi, in that, in this Parajapipine, he's saying Murali Dhar. When he's speaking about Krishna with the pastimes with the gopis, he's holding this Murali, you know. So then I will hear the sound of this Murali, this flute, you know. Poshive edashi kone, it will enter in the ear of this dasi, of this servant. And then with this sound of Krishna's flute will enter in my heart, Anande Mativo, I will become crazy in happiness, like I will become overwhelmed in ecstasy. And then Sakale Bulivo, I will forget everything. That sound is so beautiful. We cannot even imagine. I will forget everything. See Krishna Vamsiragani. Why? Due to this sound, this beautiful sound of the flute of Krishna. And then here he's saying, why is he feeling so much ecstasy by hearing the sound of the flute? Because what is the sound of the flute? He's saying very beautifully. What Krishna's flute is singing, Radhe Radhe Boli. This sound of Krishna is saying, Radhe Radhe. Krishna himself, by his flute, he's so eager to be with Srimati Radhika. And for the Mañjaris, this is the most blissful thing. They want Krishna be searching Srimati Radhika. They want Krishna be looking for Srimati Radhika. They want Krishna like when. So then he said, I will become so blissful. Why? Because this Murali Dakive, the Murali, this flute will be singing, Hey Radhe, Hey Radhe, you know. Madhya Ishwarinam, the name of my Swamini, of my mistress, you know, like and then I will be so happy that hearing that Krishna is wanting her, Krishna is searching her, Krishna is calling out for her, you know. Suniya Chamaki, when I will hear this, I will chamaki, I will be like fully astonished, or in a sense also like so much astonished, so happy because he's singing the name of my Swamini, you know. Utive edasi, then I will stand, I will jump, you know. And then Kemane Koriva Pran, how will this ecstasy and all this feeling that I will just feel so much that I will be able even to hold my life, you know, like all this the happiness, because the happiness of the Manjaris is making Radha and Krishna together. Their happiness is Srimati Radhika's happiness, and Srimati Radhika's happiness is with Krishna. So these will be my most happy things. So I will be so excited that how can I even be able to hold my life? So you can come to the next one. Then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur keeps all these like very beautiful and deep prayers. So you say Nirjana Kuṭīre, in a very secluded place, no, in a secluded kutira, in a cottage. Śrī Radha Charane Smarane Thaki Borata. When I will be like fully absorbed in the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, no, then I will be there one day in this like in one kutira, and then I will be like fully absorbed in the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, and then Śrī Rūpa Mañjarī Dekhite Dekhite. Then like very slowly, very gently, Śrī Rūpa Mañjarī will come, no? And then Kahiva Amaya Kata will tell me Kata, so many things she will start saying to me, and what she will say, then we can continue. Bollywood, oh Saki, she will say Bollywood, she will say, oh Saki, oh my friend, Kikora Bosia, what are you doing here, sitting here? Dekoho Bahira Ase, you should see what is going on outside. You're just sitting here, but so much beautiful thing is going on out. So just come, you know. Yogala Milan Shova Nirupam. There is like all this, there is this Nirupam, like that cannot be compared, the beauty of this meeting of Radha and Krishna. No? So come with me. However, Charanadas, you will become the servant at the feet. So come with me, you know. And here is very beautiful. Swarasiki Siddhi Braja Gopidan Parama Chanchala Sati. These two lines are speaking about the love of this of the gopis, no, of the Mañjaris. This love that they have is Swarasik, is natural. It's not something that is like, it's just something that is very natural to their self. And this Braja Gopida and this mood of the gopis, this is their wealth, you know. And then how is this love of the Mañjaris? One time Gurudev, he was explaining this. He said, Parama Chanchala Sati. Like the love of the gopis is two things. For one side, it's like a chanchal, but the other side is also sati. It's kind of like the opposite thing, because chanchal means like someone who is very restless, and sati means someone who is very chaste. So how this love can be like fully restless and at the same time like fully chaste, you know? So it's very restless in a sense, like it's just, they're so eager for Krishna. They are, and also they're like for anything else, they're like chanchal. But sati, they're very just for Krishna. Everything is really, and for the Mañjaris, even that, like we saw that verse of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, this mood, even this love for Krishna takes that flower of love for Srimati Radhika. No? So they're so chaste, like there, like they're like one pointed just there. No, and then, and here our acharyas are so powerful. This, they always, we need to, they put this Yogera Dhyayan Nirvishesha Gyan Napaya Ekanashtiti, like for this service, for this aspiration, nor Yogira Dhyan, like the meditation of the yogis, Nirvishesha Gyan, not the knowledge of those Mayavadis or impersonalists, na Paya Ekanashtiti, they have nothing to do with this, you know, they're like fully far. So for all this, and then, even though this is such high prayers, but they're here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also putting a stamp with anything of these things. No jnana, no karma, no tapasya, no, nothing of this has no value in this, no value at all, has no. So for this aspiration, the only thing we need is taking shelter of bhakti, taking shelter of bhakta, taking shelter of, you know, nam, and nothing else. You know, we don't need of any other process, anything else. So then, Sakata Darshana Madhyanaliya Radha Pada Sevartini. So then here Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, then Shakshat Darshan, I will have direct darshan of what? Of this Madhyana Lilaya. All these pastimes of midday. You know, this actually in the pastimes of Radha Krishna, the topmost pastimes of the pastimes of midday are the pastimes in Radha Kunda. So you say like, I will have direct darshan of these pastimes of Radha Krishna. And in Radha Pada Sevartini, and I will become so eager for the service of Srimati Radhika. More and more and more and more and more Seva Artini, like very, very, very eager for that chance um, eh, to serve her. And then I will be so eager. That's why it's Jakana Yesheva Koro Hojatane. Whenever the chance of serving her will come there, Koro Hojatane. I will do it with so much care, with so much so nicely and with my everything, you know. Sirada Charane Dhani, because I will have this Dhani. I will become like this treasure of the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. And when we speak many times like we want to achieve the lotus feet of the Lord, but actually means the service of the feet. It's not that we want just the feet of Srimati Radhika, we want to serve her. No, that's what it really means. So I will get this treasure of her lotus feet. So yeah, sorry, we have still some songs and then okay, this next song is actually like a very beautifully somehow like the 9th verse of Upadeshamrita. Here Srila Bhaktivinoda, but in a very beautiful way, no? But he say like then, because Sri Rūpa Mañjarī was telling all these things, so he's saying even more things. No? They say Sri Rūpa Mañjarī Kabe Madhura Vachana. When she will tell me all these very sweet words, and then Radha Kunda Mahima Varnive Sangopane. She will explain to me Radha Kunda Mahima, the glories of this Radha Kunda. Imagine like Shrupa Manjari herself describing how glorious is this place. And Varnive means like she will describe, and Sangopane. This is something that is very, very confidential. And all these secrets and confidential glories of Radha Kunda will be revealed by Rupa Manjari when that day will come. So then what Rupa Mañjarī is saying? He's saying, Hecho da bhuvano pari vaikuntanilai tada peka mathura paramashrishta hoy. So in this Choda Bhuvan means like this 14 planetary system, no? Like even beyond this is this Vaikunta, no? But Tada Peksha, even higher than this Vaikunta is Mathura. Paramashrishta hoy is even superior. Why? Because in Vaikunta there is so much opulence, but in Mathura Mandal, actually he means Braj, no? There here the Lord takes a form like a human. He's doing pastimes of appearing and all these pastimes that are so sweet. He's like not like that opulent Lord, but it's that very close and intimate Lord that has relationships that are so close that he even forget is the Lord, and those who are dear to him, they also forget fully. They don't even know that he's the Lord. So Mathura Mandale, Rasa Lilastane, Jata. But even Vrindavana Shrestha Ati Shuno Mamakata. So you should hear Shuno Mamakata. So hear my words, even higher than that. Like in that Mathura Mandal, there is like one place that is higher, no? That is this Vrindavan. Why? Because of this Rasa Lila Stan, all this Vamshivat and wherever this autumn Rasalila is happening. They say because of this, then this Vrindavan is even higher. And then Krishna Lila Stale, now I'll just only go through the. So Rasa Lila Stale Govardhana Shrishtatar, like and even higher than this Vrindavan is Govardhan. You know? And why? Because Krishna Lila Stale, there is so many, even more and close and deeper pastimes with Krishna. No? But then say Radha Kunda Shrishtatam, but even higher than the topmost, like most high than everything, is Radha Kunda. Now, Sarva Shakti Dhar, there it possesses all potencies. No, it has even the potency to control even Radha and Krishna. It's like have the whole potency of. They're not even like one or the other. It's just like possesses all potencies. So Radha Kunda Mahima Tokoriyas Shravan, when she will make me hear these glories of Radha Kunda, Lalaita Hameave Porigotakan, I will become so Lalaita, so eager, so my desire will become so much to serve there that I will faint, fall unconscious. And then Sakira Charane Kave Koribo Akuti, Saki Kripa Kore Dive Swarasi Krishtiti. So then he's saying that Sakira Charane, at the feet of the Sakis, Kabe, when? Koribo Akuti, when I will be like, this word Akuti is actually very beautiful. It's an expression of that eagerness. So Koribo Akuti, when I will be very eagerly appealing, requesting all these Sakis, Saki Kripa Kori Vive Swarasika Siddhi. By the mercy of all these Sakis, then they will give me this Swarasika Siddhi, all this such a elevated position. It will become like just natural, like we've seen there. Here is grant me my natural position. Yeah, that's a nice way to say. So when by their mercy, then I will be establishing that. That's my nature. This is the, the soul has a nature there, and it's very inherent. It's not something that will come to us, or something is there. That's why it's natural, because it's in us. It's very deep inside. Now it's covered with so many things, so that's why we cannot see it, but it's there, That's why it's Swarasiki. It's something that is totally natural to us. It's totally inherent to us. So then, but then by the mercy of all of them that we just hear in all the Sakis, and it will just become, I will become established in that, my natural position as a servant of her, Srimati Radhika. So then now you can go to the next song. Oh, we have, oh my God, 3 songs more in very little time. Okay. So then here, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is so merciful. He's now revealing his own identity. Saying, Vṛṣabhānu Taḍita, my complexion is like a very golden, like a lightning tarit. And Basa Taravali, my dress is like full of stars. It's decorated with stars. The color of his dress is decorated with stars. And Kamala Mañjarī, now my name is Kamala Mañjarī. Sare Bara Varsa, my Vayasa Satata, my age, it's always Sare Bara, like I'm 12 and a half. And in Swananda Sukhada Dham, and my place of residence, my abode is this Swananda Sukhada Kunj. Śrī Karpura Seva, my service is this comfort. I will arrange all kind of things of comfort for Radha Krishna. And in Lalita Ragan, I'm in the group of Lalita Devi. And in the group of Lalita Devi, Radha Yuteshwari, Srimati Radhika, she is the leader of all of them. And in Mameshwari Nath, the beloved of my mistress, of my Srimati Radhika, is Sri Nandanandan, is that Krishna. And he is Amara Paradhan. Amara Paranadhan. So here is something that also is important. Many, they consider, no, we want only Srimati Radhika, only Radha, but that's not pleasing to her. She will never like to be separated from Krishna. So here is expressing Bhaktivinoda Thakur very nicely. It's like, oh, that Krishna, who is the beloved of my Srimati Radhika, he's also Paranadhan. She's the treasure of my life, So, Śrī Rūpa Mañjarī Pravitara Sama Yugala Sevaya Asha. So he has this asha, this very deep desire, to be able to Yugala Seva, the service of Radha Krishna, Pravitara Sama, in the same way that Rūpa Mañjarī is doing. So when I will be able, to serve Radha and Krishna in the way like Śrī Rūpa Mañjarī and all her associates are doing. Avasya se Rūpa Seva Pavo Ami Parakasta Suvishvash. This is my highest aspiration, Parakashta. And I have Suvishvas, I have full conviction in this. Like, this is what I want, and I want it, like, this is my highest aspiration. And I beg in the day I will be able to do a service like the service that Rūpa Mañjarī is doing, and fully under her guidance. So I'll go just very quickly. So Kabe Gaura-vane Sam Siddhi-lālasā Radha Kunda. So this servant Sam Siddhi-lālasā will achieve that complete, Sam Siddhi, complete perfection of their serving Radha and Krishna like Rūpa Mañjarī, and fully under her guidance, And then Kabe Radha Kunda Vasakori, I will be residing there in Radha Kunda. Radha Krishna Seva Satata Korive. I will be always serving Radha and Krishna, Purvasmriti Varihari, forgetting everything else. Whatever was my past, my everything, I'll fully forget. I'm only just fully absorbed in the service of Radha and Krishna. Okay, I think, okay, we'll just go very quickly, only the minute. Yeah, this next one. So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, now he keeps all these songs, they all actually is just wanting to serve Srimati Radhika. So Vṛṣabhānu-sutā charana seviva hoivo je Pālya-dāsī. When I will be a Pālya-dāsī, servant there at the lotus feet of that daughter of Vṛṣabhānu Maharaj. And then here's, in this song, is expressing very much the mood of a servant. I will do all my efforts all the time just for the happiness of Srimati Radhika. Everything that I will do will be to please her. No, Rahiva Ami Prayasi. I will always do it like very happily. I will be doing so much effort just for her happiness. Siradarasuke Krishnara Jeshuka Janiva Manete Ami. And I know that the happiness, Krishna becomes very happy when Srimati Radhika is happy. So, and then this is like, because they know they will never want them to separate. They know actually the happiness of Srimati Radhika is the happiness of Krishna, and Krishna's happiness is Srimati Radhika's happiness. You know, it's something that can never be separated, and they know this, so they are nourishing this. No, so that's why I say, like, I will do my whole happiness only like to please Srimati Radhika, and pleasing Srimati Radhika, Krishna is also will be fully automatically pleased. And then here, this is the mood of Mañjaris. No, Radha Padachari, Śrī Kṛṣṇa-sangame, Kabe no hoibokami. I will never desire to, like, in a separate way or independent way, meet with Krishna. No, giving up the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. No, I just like, I'm always will be there, just wanting to serve her and under her guidance. If I do anything to Krishna, it's only under her guidance. And then Sakigana Mama Parama Suhrit Yugala Primera Guru. And for us in the service of Radha Krishna, our most well-wishers are the Sakis. They are the gurus. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami prayers this in this Sankalpa. I don't remember the full name, but he's saying how, like, each one of the Sakis will teach us, like Vishaka Devi will teach us how to sing, and then like they will teach us how to do garlands, and how, like, each one of them will they will teach us how perfectly to serve Radha Krishna. So Tadanuga Hoye Sevi Borada, and under their guidance, I will be serving Srimati Radhika. Charana Kalapataru. So her lotus feet are like kalpataru, so they're wish fulfilling trees. No? So again here, this is the very strong mood of a Mañjarī. Radha Paksha Chari, Je Jana Se Jana, Je Bhavetake. Like anyone who is giving up the group of Srimati Radhika, they can do whatever they do. Like that's their thing, you know. But me, Amito Radhika Pakshapati Shada Kavunahi Haritake. I am from the group of Srimati Radhika, and I will never even see those who are giving up her group. And this is very strong mood of like, I am of Srimati Radhika. My partial mood towards her is very clear. I make it very clear. So you can come to the last song. We just can finish it. Sorry, these last songs will go on, you know. So Śrī Kṛṣṇa-virahe Radhika Dasa Amrito Sahitenari. Again here, there's very much the mood of the Mañjaris. They say like the Mañjaris cannot tolerate seeing Srimati Radhika in the condition when she's in separation from Krishna. They cannot tolerate it. So Yugala Milan Sukera Karan Jivana Charite Pari. I'm ready to give up my life to make Radha and Krishna meet. I know, like, I cannot tolerate seeing my Srimati Radhika in separation from Krishna, so I'm ready to do anything to make them meet. Because the meeting of them would be happiness of both of them, but they especially want to do it for happiness of Srimati Radhika. So Radhika Charana Tyajiya Amar Shaneke Pralaya Hoy. So to give up the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, for me, even 1 second, it feels like pralaya, it feels like a full devastation, So this is the mood of the Mañjaris. They want even, like, not even little time, they cannot, they want never to be separate. In the sense, like, they always they're fully under the guidance of Srimati Radhika and doing everything really for her happiness. Like their life, their everything is her, you know, and everything that is dear to her is dear to them. Everything she feels, they feel like they're so connected, they're so close that they become like almost like one in heart. So Radhikara Tare Sata Varamari Seduka Amare. So these last two songs, they're very much expressing the moods of a Mañjarī. So I say, like, for Srimati Radhika, like, I'm like, for her sake, I'm ready to tolerate whatever, even the agony of like dying hundreds of times. This is one way of expressing, like, for her, I'm ready to do everything, really. Even if I need to die, the agony of like hundreds of times dying, I'm ready to do that for her happiness. And this is a mood of a servant. This and topmost servant. So, Heno Radhara Charana Yugale Parichaya Pavakavu. When I will be able to attain that service of the Lotus Feet of Srimati Radhika. So, Haha Brajan More Doya Kori Kabe Gaura-vane. When the Brajavasis, they will be so merciful with me and they will bring me to Braja. Here again, he's coming back to, okay, we come back here and say like, oh, he expressed all that aspiration, but it's like when that day will come that I will, get the mercy of Lalita, get the mercy of Rūpa Mañjarī, get the mercy of the Dham, and being able to actually, by the mercy of all these Brajavasis, they will bring me to Braja. And then I will be actually able to serve Srimati Radhika. So then the last verse is Vilasa Mañjarī, Ananga Mañjarī, Sirupa Mañjarī are. When Vilasa Mañjarī, Ananga Mañjarī, and Śrīla Rūpa Mañjarī, Amake Tulia Loho Nijapade Deho Moresi Dishar. They will take me and they will bring me close Nijapade to their lotus feet. And then in this way, they will give me, see, these are the essence of all perfection. When they will take us and accept us as theirs, Rūpa Mañjarī, Ananga Mañjarī, Vilasa Mañjarī, they will bring us at their feet. When that day will come, this will be, because even for us, like, Mahaprabhu expressed it, we want to be the servant of 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 the servant. So we want actually to be there at the lotus feet of them who are so dear and fully serving her, Srimati Radhika. So when that day will come. So sorry that I needed to rush these last songs. And actually every single word, every single mood that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is present here is so treasure and it's like so valuable. And I really pray to Srila Gurudev and all our Guru Varga the day that with a proper mood of service, with a surrender mood, fully under guidance, and in a way that is fully pleasing them, that we can actually, by their mercy, that they're so much full of this eagerness, that this kind of aspiration, this kind of eagerness, this kind of lalasa can come in our hearts. So,
Yahoo! Wow. I never really saw like how the songs were connected before either. Like I knew they were all there, but I didn't actually see how they're actually like all they're like, yeah,
yeah, I
it's
love that.
yeah, really really nice. Thank you. All right, so we will end our program for today, and I'll just do a short Mahamantra, and then this is our this is the last day of Lalasa, and then the next section will be Nam, and that will go on for well, we're gonna begin that in a few days from now, because that Varaha Dwadashi, Nityananda Trayodashi, and like that. But then that will be the last week of our program.
Prabhuji,
oh yes,
my Dana pranams, and thank you so much, Manjulali, you yourself. This is amazing, wonderful to hear and to understand, like you see that there is a sequence or a connection to all of them. My question was, are you going to publish? Are this going to be in the songbook, Lalasa, or the...
Yeah, what we were looking on the screen, that's what's in the new Gaudiya.
It's going to be in the new book. Excellent. Okay.
But I noticed some of my changes weren't in it, so I'm like a bit worried. Like I'm worried if like the file. Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's done now. But yeah, okay. Yeah. These are all going to be in the songbook. Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Manjulali. Hare Krishna. Pranams.
And Manjulali Didi.
All of you to give us chance to do some service.
And Manjulali Didi, if you're free, maybe like next week, I'm not sure when you're traveling here, but if you are free, it'd be wonderful to have you come on again to go through some of the Namashtak kirtans when we do that part. Well, we can discuss that.
Yeah, I think it's nice. I love those songs, so yeah, I think that would be nice.
Okay, great. All right, so I'll just do a quick Mahamantra and we'll end for today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Vinod Vihari Ju Ki Jai, Jai Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Srila Param Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Rūpānu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Swapar Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Gan Ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Jai Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, all of his transcendental Lalasa Kirtans Ki Jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava, Jai Shri Bhaimi or Jaya Akadashi Titi Ki Jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, dear devotees, Niri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Champak Mataji, Rukmini Didi, Sarveshwari Mataji, Manjulali Didi, Deepika Didi, and on YouTube and Facebook, let's see who is there. Madhubala Didi, Shipar Bhaktivedanta Sajan Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams Maharaj, Vangshiwala Prabhu, Siddhi-lālasā Didi. Shipad Sajan Maharaj says nectar, 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 and gave a big array of emojis. Thank you. And Indira Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji, and everybody else who's there watching now, and the devotees watching in the future like Shachi Devi Jayadev Prabhu, Krishna Vallabha Didi, Ananda Pradayani Didi, Krishna Mai Didi, Anuradha Mataji, and Vrinda Didi. Dandavat pranams, everybody. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Wait, is tomorrow Vṛṣabhānu-sutā? I think so. It is. Okay, so see you all tomorrow for Vṛṣabhānu-sutā, and then the day after that, Nityananda Trayodashi. And then the day after that, Narottam Das Thakur's appearance day. And then and so then on the 2nd, we'll continue our Bhakti Vinod Giti Dhara program, 2nd of February, on Monday. All right, Dandavat pranams. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before I end the stream for today? Okay, Dandavat pranams. Jai Shri Radhe. See you all.